Emotional intelligence is, to me, one of the biggest requirements of becoming a cabin crew. For you to be a cabin crew, for you to be able to handle the passengers, your colleagues, management, and be in an airline for as long as 5 to 10 years, you have to have a high level of emotional intelligence. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Attendant Adeyemi, and I have 5 years experience as a commercial cabin crew in an international airline, and I'm currently a VIP cabin crew. I started my career since 2007 and have been in aviation that long. So today I'm going to be talking about emotional intelligence. What is emotional intelligence and how is it a very important requirement to have as a cabin crew? I have a Facebook page, Life of a Flight Attendant. Click on the link below to join my live sessions on my Facebook page. I always answer questions and I talk about real life cabin crew issues. You will stand to gain a lot from joining my Facebook page. So let's go to today's topic because I don't want the video to be long. Now, emotional intelligence has to do with how you combine your thinking with your feelings. Thinking and your feelings. You know, your IQ is the way you think, how smart you are. Your emotional intelligence has to do with how you use that smartness. It's not just about having a high IQ. It's very important to have a high EQ. People that tend to have very wonderful relationships, that is, they know how to handle relationships at work, relationships with their clients, their passengers. Not that they don't have problems, but they just know how to handle difficult situations and know how to comport themselves in times of pressure. Most times it has to do with emotional intelligence, and it's one of the things that comes with the cabin crew job. Because being a cabin crew, you have to know how to handle passengers. Trust me, passengers are not the best. How would I say? You're going to meet the good, the bad, the ugly. It's normal in this job. It's not. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You're going to meet passengers that are so nasty. You're going to be in situations where you'll be under pressure. It comes with a job. And you have to have a high level of emotional intelligence to be able to handle yourself and comport yourself in this type of situations. I watch YouTube videos of flight attendants, and you hear some flight attendants complain bitterly about the passengers. Yes, it's normal. I know that. I learned it the hard way. In the first 2 years of my cabin crew career, it was so difficult. It was difficult for me because I didn't know how I didn't know how I was going to. You know, there are some persons that you even feel like telling them, in fact, but you just have to watch your mouth because, you know, first and foremost, they are your passengers and you cannot talk to them rudely. And you have to always have it at the back of your head that whatever you do, you have to make sure that you make them come back to your airline. So whenever you remember that, you will know that I think it will give you an idea of how to handle difficult situations. How do you develop your emotional intelligence? You develop your emotional intelligence by through customer service experience. That's why you see some airlines will tell you that it's very important to have a level of customer service experience. The reason why they say that is because someone who has worked in a customer service experience has a level of emotional intelligence. You already know how to handle difficult situations, difficult passengers. Emotional intelligence covers 5 areas. It covers your emotional skills, self-awareness, relationship skills, motivation, and empathy. If you look at these 5 areas, it covers a lot. Let me first of all start with self-awareness. You have to know who you are. If you don't know who you are, you will fall for anything. And when I say you know who you are, you don't need to try to impose your beliefs on people. Very important. Empathy, very, very important. You have to learn how to empathize with people. Motivation, we all need it because there are times when you will feel like as if you should just resign from the job. But at that point, I always advise that take time off and motivate yourself all over again. Now, relationship skills. Relationship skills, it all has to do with how you're able to relate with your colleagues, how you relate with your passengers. Some people know how to relate with passengers but don't know how to relate with their colleagues. There's a way you can give out your point even when you don't agree with your colleagues or maybe with your supervisor. There's a way you bring out your there's a way you express your opinion without being rude and without questioning the authority of your supervisor. So I will advise that before you get into this job, know what the job entails. If you don't have any level of customer service experience and you want to become a cabin crew, make sure that when you finally become a cabin crew, be open to learning, because that is how you develop your emotional intelligence. For every time you go on flight, you get better. For every time you go on board, for every time you work with different people, you get better. So I know you have gained something from my channel today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. My name is Yetunde Adeyemi. Stay blessed.